What's up, gamers? You are new to Hytale, and here are 10 tips that you will need to know if you're going to jump into Hytale, which is a new Minecraft-like game, you could say. I suggest that you watch this video until the end, because there will be tips that you will need to know in here. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So for my first tip is actually a building tip, and different from Minecraft is that in this game, you can both press to place blocks like this, and you can hold in the right click and you can just back and it will place blocks as you go. If you keep holding the button in, you will see that it won't place blocks anywhere else than on that specific row. So if I go over to this side, it will keep building blocks because I'm still holding it in, but it won't place it anywhere else. So that's good because you won't accidentally place a block on the side like this when you're building that you didn't want to place, and now you have to go over and chop it down and then continue. So as you can see right now, I will hold down the right click and it will keep building. But if I go out to the side, it won't place any blocks at all. I'm still holding it in. But if I go back here to this row, it will keep placing blocks. My second tip on this list is that you should be very patient when fighting enemies. This might seem like an obvious one, but always keep a shield handy and use weapons when fighting. So don't use your pickaxe or your normal crude hatchet when fighting, because you won't deal any damage at all. But if I use my sword here and I'm patient and hit him only after he hits me, I won't take any damage at all. Hit twice, then just block, wait for him, and then we can hit a few times. But also make sure to always pay attention to your stamina bar. So down in the right corner, you will see my stamina when I'm running here is draining really fast. So now if I hold my shield up, he will break my stance. So always keep an eye on your stamina when you're fighting, wait for it to recharge, and then only hit once your enemy has hit you, and you will be fine. My third tip is that if you did not know, you can have third-person view like this. In order to do that, you will need to go into settings, gameplay, scroll down to camera preference, and then switch this over to third person. This can differ from server to server, so some servers may not allow this, and then you won't be able to. But if you started the world yourself, you should be able to switch between them with the V key on your keyboard. So if I press V, I go from first person to third person like this. You can also hold the C button on your keyboard in order to look around and check your character out like this. My fourth tip is that when you are moving throughout Hytale, you don't need to jump when you run up one high block hills like this. You can just run. I just press shift and I run up these hills. It will actually go faster than trying to jump up. Try to just run up them a few times and you will notice that it goes a lot faster than jumping like this, which I see a lot of new players doing. If the path is 2 blocks high though, you will need to jump in order to get up. Now, if you have played Minecraft and you are playing Hytale now, you should know that in this game you can actually vault. So if the path is 3 blocks high like this, you will need to just hold your spacebar down when moving towards it, and you will vault up like this. You can actually do this with 4 blocks as well. If you look up, hold your spacebar, and you can vault 4 blocks as well. But that's the maximum, because 5 blocks you won't be able to jump up. Now for my fifth tip, and one of the biggest mechanics of the exploration mode in this game, is your memories. So if you go into your inventory and you press this button right here, toggle collected memories, you will see all of the memories that you have collected. Currently I have 0 out of 48. And what this means is that if I discover a new species of animal or a new enemy, a new type of enemy, I will be able to collect those memories. So let me see if I can find a memory so that you can see how it looks. So right here, we have some animals down here that I haven't seen before. So if I walk up to this one right here, yes, you see the little blue thing flying towards me, and a new memory collected, warthog discovered. Now, if I go into my memories, you will see that I have it collected right here, and now it's 1 out of 48. Now, you can actually max out this memory bank, and if you do so, you won't be able to discover any new memories before you go to submit them. Now, how do you do that, you wonder? Well, I'm going to show you. Now, in order to submit them, you will need to go over to the Forgotten Temple Gateway, and you will see it on the map with this icon right here. So wherever this is, you will also see it up at the top of the screen. You will have a navigation bar, And if you look around, you will see the icon for the Forgotten Temple up there. Now, this very smoothly takes me into my next tip, which is if you find horses, try to build some kind of an enclosure like this, where there are double doors and at least a 2-level high fence like this. Because then if you are out and exploring and find a horse, you can just walk up to the horse, press F to mount it, and you will be able to ride around. Now, as of right now, you cannot tame animals, so you can't tame the horses to stay here with you, but you can force them to stay here by making an enclosure like this. Now, these horses are very fast, so you can cover a lot of ground quickly. Now, the sad part is that whenever you get to where you're going and you jump off your horse, he will run away. So you will need to use your legs on the way back. Now, going through the portal, you will arrive at the Forgotten Temple. From here, you will just need to run to the middle part down here if you haven't done so already. Let's check out before we submit. We have 2 memories right here. And now we can submit them down here. Record 2 memories. They will go in, go up into the air, and now we have a total of 75 out of 240 collected. And up here, you will be able to see the rewards for collecting these memories. So the first one is at 10 memories, and then you will get these rewards. The second one is at 25, so on and so forth. Now, as you can see here, there is a +1 to maximum teleporters. So this, I think, means that you will be able to make a teleporter. And what better place to place it than, if you can, inside here, so that you can go and submit your memories whenever you are starting to get full in your memory bank. Now, for my next tip, it has to do with combat in this game. If you are using your sword as an example and you hit with it, as you can see down in the right corner, I start to charge up my special ability for this specific weapon. Now, this bar will only fill up as long as you are holding this weapon. As soon as you switch weapon, it will deplete completely and you will start over from 0. So now I have halfway there to my special ability, but if I switch over to my second weapon, you will see that it depletes all the way. And if I go back to the weapon I used, none of my progress is still there. So you will need to commit to a weapon when you are fighting. Whenever the sword is fully charged, in this case, I will be able to press Q in order to use this ability. So if I walk over to these 2 over here, I press Q, I will spin and then charge forward. Now, if we take another example, which is the bow, whenever you charge this one fully, you will press Q and it will make your next arrows multiple and deal extra damage. Like this. You also have charged attacks in this game. So if you hold down your left click, you will charge up an attack and then charge forward with the sword as an example. If I use this mace right here, it will do a different ability, but it will deal damage based on how long you hold the left click button before it releases. Now, for my next tip, I want to talk about ores, and that ores will be in different biomes. So if we take thorium as an example, these thorium ingots come from thorium ores, and those are easiest to find in desert biomes. So if you're in the desert biome, you will find more thorium than in any other biome. Of course, you can find them in chests or from enemies or in other places, but if you're going for thorium specifically, you should try to find a desert biome. And cobalt, as an example, you will find in the snow. But then, of course, metals like copper will be a lot easier to find than the rarer ores. Now, if you have never played Minecraft before and you are jumping into this game for the first time, and you like to keep your things organized like this, I have weapons in one of the chests, and I have woods in one of the chests over here. A good thing to know is that you can actually place chests next to each other in order to make a larger chest like this. Now, I have noticed that if you go to your builder's workbench, you can actually make different types of signs in this game. And I used to always do this in Minecraft, where I made signs and put them up over my chests just to say what is in the chests underneath. But if you know how to write on these signs, because I haven't figured out a way to do that, please write a comment down below. Now, for my final tip, I want to speak about a Hytale exclusive mechanic, which is the quick access bar. Now this is actually a quick access to your left hand. So if you want to access your shield as an example, or if we go into our inventory and we take our torch and we put it over in the quick access wheel over here, I can put it on this side. So now if I hold Z and I pull to the right, I will access my torch, and I can hold Z and pull to the left to access my shield. And this goes really quick. Otherwise, you'll need to use the actions bars down on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Now, if these tips helped you out, if one of these tips helped you out, make sure to like this video, consider subscribing, and we will make more Hytale content for you guys. And also make sure to join our Discord down in the description. I will make a Discord chat and also a voice chat in there so that you can go in and play together. And perhaps we will make a server that we can play with our viewers in the future.